Hello and welcome to the EarthCheck Evaluate program. My name's Stuart Moore and I'm the founder and CEO for EC3 Global EarthCheck. Congratulations on becoming part of a very exciting initiative to position your destination as a world leader in responsible and sustainable tourism. By becoming part of the EarthCheck membership, you're also becoming part of a select group of operators and destinations in communities across the world who are leading by example. Most importantly, the actions that you will undertake for your business will both be good for your operational gains as well as for the planet. In 2012, tourism received its 1 billionth international visitor. By the end of 2014, the Asia Pacific region alone will see its 500th millionth visitor. Tourism is important to economies around the world, but it also has a significant environmental footprint that needs to be managed. The EarthCheck program is made up of community and commercial leaders from over 70 countries who want to make a positive contribution towards the future management of our planet. We service over 32 sectors, ranging from wineries and cruise ships through to laundries. As part of your membership of the EarthCheck program, you'll also have access to the Business Ready platform. Business Ready was developed to assist operators to achieve operational efficiency gains across their business, particularly through the reduction and the use of energy. In the following video, Mike Duggan will walk you through 5 easy steps to assist you to achieve these efficiency gains across your business. Welcome to the EarthCheck program.
Hello and welcome. I'm Mike Duggan, and on behalf of ATEC, the Australian Tourism Export Council, and EC3 Global, I'd like to welcome you to this special online edition of the Business Ready Energy Efficiency Workshop. Industry is going to see some significant price increases. Electricity may rise by 30%, gas by 15%, water by 0.5%, steel by 0.5%, and fuel, like aviation fuels, are going to rise. This will include an impact upon things like domestic flights across Australia. I know you're very busy, and if you're anything like me, you've got 5 fingers wrapped around your phone most of the time. So what I'm going to do today is I'm only going to focus on 5 key aspects of your business that we think we can talk to you about to help you improve your efficiency. These are our Factor 5 approach. There are, of course, 5 factors in your Factor 5 approach. The first is your supply chain. Speak with your partners. Find out how they're being affected by energy. Number 2, your team. Make sure to get buy-in from those people that you're working with every single day, because they help to make sure your business is running efficiently. Number 3, build capacity. Cluster your business solutions together. Talk to your co-business owners and find out what they're doing to be efficient. Number 4, be proactive, not reactive. Manage risk to your advantage and not the opposite. And number 5, ask why. Do the simple step first, and then pick your battles and make sure what you're doing is the best solution for your business. One of the first steps in the Factor 5 approach is your supply chain. And I'd like to talk right now about a case study.
We came to Stradbroke Island for the fish and chips.
Damn right.
So, come to Point Lookout at Stradbroke Island for fish and chips at Fisher's.
Fishes at the Point is in North Stradbroke Island in Queensland. They were able to achieve annual savings of well over $250 from no longer having to store or dispose of oil, recycling the fryer oil used by the cafe for cooking. This uses well over 200 litres of oil each week. That oil is now given to a local fisherman, and he's the supplier of the fish for the restaurant. He takes that oil and he turns it into biodiesel, which he uses in the engines of his boats to be able to go out and catch the fish that they now cook up into yummy, delicious meals in their restaurant. So the second step in the Factor 5 approach is to make sure to engage with your team. Over 65% of companies value environmental and sustainability knowledge in their employees. And more than 3 out of 4 say that this knowledge will increase in importance as a hiring factor in the years to come. Our next great case study is about Go West Tours. They're from Melbourne. With years of domestic and international tourism industry experience, Terry and Fiona Smith, the owners, decided that Go West Tours must protect the environment and also rejuvenate wherever possible. Terry and Fiona recognized the opportunity to make a positive contribution to their environment. And here are some of the actions that they put into place at their business. They conduct over 20 trips per week with a fleet of vehicles using diesel fuel. What they decided to do was train their staff in fuel-efficient driving techniques and make sure the vehicle's engines were kept in really good working order. They also helped their staff go through defensive driving courses and sourced those through a group called the DECA. The key outcome for the course that the drivers took was that they found that some of these drivers weren't driving their diesel vehicles in a manner that was efficient, and this caused both undue wear and tear and a bit too much fuel use. Diesel vehicles should not be driven the same way that petrol vehicles are. They have more torque and should be driven at a far lower level of engine revs. Gear changes should therefore be made much earlier, and the engines should not have to work so hard. So while Terry personally advised his drivers in the past, he made sure that when they heard this message from someone else, they really started thinking about their driving habits. As the drivers began to drive in a more efficient manner, they began to note fuel savings of well up above 25% in some individual cases, and across the board about 15%. These great initiatives by Go West Tours led to thousands of dollars in savings and a much more efficient business, plus a whole lot of happy customers. We've already talked about the great case study of Fishes at the Point. They're doing a wonderful job of ensuring that waste for them becomes the feedstock for another business. The oil that they usually just throw out and pay to get disposed of now becomes the biodiesel that runs the fishermen's boats. What a great way to build capacity in their local community. The fourth step in the Factor 5 approach is to make sure to be proactive and not sit back and be reactive. Don't wait for the effects of energy price rises to impact upon your business. Being proactive, not reactive, has been perfected by Lady Elliot Island Resort. Let me introduce Sonia to tell you a little bit more about the wonderful things they're doing.
Actually, in 2007, the resort was operating on 3 fuel-guzzling generators and was fitted with energy-hungry appliances. The audit showed just how inefficiently the resort was operating and just how much energy was being wasted. So with the help of several solar power experts, the resort set about making changes to reduce energy consumption and greenhouse gas emissions. So the slide that you see up there is the solar power station that was built in 2008. Basically, the diesel generators on the island were replaced with the hybrid solar power system, which uses energy from the sun and diesel throughout the day and then charges a battery bank for night power. As you can see from the slide up there, the figure was previously 550 litres a day of diesel consumption when the diesel generators powered the resort. This has been cut down to less than 100 litres a day this year, with future plans to reduce this even further. In savings, there's been over $270,000 per year savings for Lady Elliot Island.
The final factor in our Factor 5 program is to ask why. Anytime you decide to do something different in your business, it's good to sit down and run the figures. Make sure that you're making a sound investment, both socially, environmentally, and economically. Let's take a look at a few case studies that have done this well. When diesel prices began to escalate, the McClellan family from the Hidden Valley Cabins became aware of the impact of carbon emissions and climate change in their business. They asked themselves 2 key questions. Can we afford to use diesel? And what effect are we having on our environment? Both answers were very negative, so they decided that it was best for the business and the environment to look at alternatives and the use of generators throughout the property. The annual savings from their initiatives were over $4,500. What a great proactive approach to running their business. Thank you for joining us for the Business Ready Workshop. We've had a lot of fun, and I hope you've learned a lot. But remember, the planet deserves more than just half measures. And so now it's up to you to engage with the EarthCheck program and measure, monitor, and evaluate your energy, water, and waste.